Yo, have you heard about Fatal Frame Another Edition? A mobile game from 2004? I guess not. It would be strange if you did. However, I've been quite obsessed with that game for a while now, and I've been digging up some information about it. The original name for the game was Real Ray, which can be translated as Real Fatal Frame or Real Project Zero, depending on the region where you live. The game was Koei Tecmo's attempt to cash in on the success of the second part, and they've also released a 4D attraction alongside with this game, but I barely looked it up. It's not as interesting as this obscure game. I think the story in this game was like this: the Camera Obscura no longer needs sexy women that hunt down the ghosts of children. The technology has evolved so much that it's possible to capture all these ghosts with your phone camera. And by coincidence, we, the player, acquire this ability to become the #1 ghost hunter in Japan. At least that's what I want to believe, because there's no real plot as far as I can see, as far as I could find information, because the story was based on a popular, back in the day, form of urban spook, a chainmail, where you get a letter from a friend of a friend that asks you to resend this letter to another friend, or else you'll die. But the funny thing about this game is that you will be truly haunted, unlike real life. But what was more important for me is the gameplay side of things, because it was like you get the message with clues where to seek the ghost, and you use your camera to point at the place in question, and then the battle starts. It was really interesting to me how this game worked. Back in 2004, with the phone camera, they were talking about some really interesting, unique artificial intelligence used here. So I wanted to look it up. If we look at the UI, it resembles the interface of the phones of the Terra, which adds some immersion. The battle UI is also reminiscent of the classic games, and the background is a fun thing here, because the photo that you've taken is layered on the walls, on the walls of the box, and you just move your camera and fight the ghost like you'll do it in a game. But let's talk about this interesting idea as for how they managed to make this system work. I found no information about Fatal Frame, but I found some information that was covered in some other game interviews, which was named Monster Farm Pop, which used the same kind of artificial intelligence that was used in Fatal Frame. It went like that. I found that one journalist made photo of herself, which resulted in a cat monster, and then she made took another photo of a white website, which results in a white monster, and then she took a photo of a yellow plush, and it resulted in a yellow monster. I guess you can see the connection here, and I think that the same thing applies to the Fatal Frame game, because when I looked up some of their mails that has hints about where to find a ghost. It was something like, "The ghost lurks in the dark." And obviously you would point at something that would be of a dark color, black color, and suddenly the ghost would appear. I think this is the first ghost that you can encounter in the game. I may be wrong. But I've also seen that there are messages that ghost hides in the light. And certainly if you gonna capture some photo with a light color, it will be possible to start the battle. So I guess what it does, it just analyzes the colors on your picture, which isn't some real crazy stuff, but I think it was interesting for 2004, because even if I think that this game was more or less a cash grab, some thought was put into this. Because Tanaka-san expressed in an interview back in the day that they would like to make a game that only mobile phones could do. Certainly, we had some portable consoles with camera back in the day, like Nintendo DS, maybe PlayStation Portable. But it would be hard to integrate the Fatal Flame lore here. Like, you won't be just running around with your Nintendo DS or PlayStation Portable and capture a photo of the ghosts. Well, it used to be true until 3DS came and Camera Obscura Spirit Camera came out, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that game here. So yeah, they made an interesting attempt to create a very strange game. The game was also planned to be released at least in the United States, from what I could find, from the information that I could find, but unfortunately it never came to it. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe the series wasn't as popular to be ported, or maybe there were some technical issues with how the system operated. But yeah, that's all the information I could find about this Lost Media Fatal Frame game. If you know something about it, I would like to hear your thoughts. You can write something down in the comment section. Oh, I guess nobody would do that, but bots. And I'm just talking with myself, but have a nice day, I guess.